Hey, it's Leanne, and today is day 5 of the video challenge. Still going easy, so I'm still waiting for the day when it becomes either boring or tedious. But I think as long as something keeps happening, as long as I keep reading and learning something, as long as I keep listening to empowering audios, as long as I keep just studying and experiencing things, I don't know if I'll ever have a hard time doing a video. So I just wanted to share with you today something real quick, because yesterday I told you about this out-of-body type of experience, and I'm still practicing this what is it called, the feeling of being, the consciousness that creates my life, not so much Leanne the person in the physical body, but rather the consciousness that's behind Leanne in this physical body with Leanne's thoughts and everything else. And so I'm still practicing getting into this space and then imagining other people in this space as well, and in that way really practicing unconditional love, right? That's the goal. And so I had a couple of experiences today that I think were really cool. The first thing is, I've been doing this so much over the last 2 weeks that I'm actually able to get into this what's called the creator space of feeling like I'm the consciousness that really creates the beliefs in my life that result in everything. Really, I'm the creator of my life. By doing it so much, I've gotten to the point where within a few seconds I can get into this space. And so now I'm doing it not just at home, trying to be really quiet and focus and close my eyes, but I'm doing it as I'm out and about. So today, the babysitter took my son out to the park. And so I left and I went on some errands. I ran some errands. And I had to get my cat some food, and I had to get some vegetables and stuff at the supermarket across the street from the vet. And so I went to the vet, and I was talking to the lady at the counter, and I got into the creator space, and then I was able to talk to her, and I realized something, which is I was able to look her in the eyes more. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, people who you love unconditionally, you can look them in the eye. And I remember this when I did a meditation training with the Art of Living Foundation. Their first course, the Art of Living course, and you can look it up. It's highly recommend it, by the way. If whether you've meditated or not, it's just an amazing course. So the Art of Living Foundation, I took this course, and part of the training was, meditating and all this stuff. And part of it was we're training partners and practicing looking in each other's eyes like you would look at your father, like you would look at your son or your daughter, like you would look at someone who you absolutely love unconditionally. And I noticed myself doing that, not in a weird way or anything, because, if someone's staring at you, it can feel really weird. But when you look at someone and it's coming from a place of love, coming from really from your heart, it just feels comfortable and good, and the other person feels good. And I did this naturally with a complete stranger, and I was so excited when I realized it. And so I just wanted to share that, and and let you know that it's kind of what I'm working on, and I can't wait to share with you how to get there. And I will be sharing that with you as I'm putting together my new funnel for my team. And so really excited about that. And I think there was something else I wanted to share with you, but I can't remember what. Maybe a little confirmation that I'm still a normal person, because as I was driving to the supermarket, I was really busy for whatever reason. And I went to I saw a parking spot pop up, and I was like, yes. And then some other car turned into the parking lot and took that spot, and I was like, crap. And I got really irritated for a second at that person who took the parking spot, and I caught myself. And this is something else that I'm going to teach you how to do. But basically, I caught myself because anytime that I get an emotion now, I catch myself. Okay, it's called creating meaning, because why would it doesn't matter that one person takes a spot and another person doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. But I created meaning. I'm not really sure what meaning it was. Maybe it was just something conditioned in me. And because I really used to have a lot of road rage and everything like that. So I don't know what it was, but it was some kind of meaning that I created. And what happened was I ended up actually getting a better spot. But that's irrelevant, right? I shouldn't have created meaning. So just a few things I'm still working on. A lot of things I'm still working on, but I just wanted to give you that idea. There we go. I remember. So what I wanted to share with you to clarify what I was talking about yesterday, this type of out-of-body experience, is that it feels to me like we're all some sort of actors, or not so much actors, but puppeteers. Okay? So, puppeteer, if you imagine when you're a little kid and you went to watch a puppet show, and so there's this little stage, maybe you were a kid and you did this, and you have these little puppets, and every puppet looks different, and maybe you cut them out by hand, and some of them are kind of, lame, they don't really look right. Some of them are really pretty and come out nice, and some of them don't. And it's really, that's us people, right? We're not perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. We all have our limitations. We all have things that we're good at. We have things that look good to some people and don't to others. And so this feeling that I have is that it's as if we're all puppeteers, and we've got this body that we're controlling. And the body's in a pretty good spot, right? It can do stuff on its own. It thinks on its own. It does things on its own. It speaks. It learns. And we're doing that, right? We're putting the programming, the beliefs, and the understandings and the logic, and figuring things out, and building this person as we go. And then we push that person off into the world. And here I am, this creation Leanne that's walking around. Where really I've created it. And so that's the feeling I get. And again, when I get into this creator space, this consciousness space, and I see other people in it as well, I feel like I have so much shared experience with them. Like we're both just actors on stage, and the stage of life, and we're just sharing this experience, and he's playing one person and I'm playing another. And it's just so fantastic, because I don't know why it does it, but I just feel so connected to people. So that's my spiel for today. And I will come back tomorrow again with something new and cool. I've just done some reading, kind of difficult reading, Suzanne Cook-Reuter. I think I mentioned the article. So I might talk about that. And what the heck, I'll tell you now. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's very interesting that I was reading about human development, and I read an article of Bill Harris, who's the creator, founder of Centerpoint or Holosync, and then Suzanne Cook-Reuter is one of the articles that he uses to write his. He's a much better writer than she is. Hers is very scientific and kind of hard to read. But something I realized is, as I was reading, everything made sense because I had something to connect it to. So I'm reading about lower levels, about babies, about kids, about teenagers, about how adults start with their human development, their cognitive development, and then I get to a point where it just didn't make sense to me anymore, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I'm not at that stage yet. Maybe that's why it doesn't make sense. So just wanted to throw that out there, and we'll delve into that another time. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.